Greetings, beloved friends. Yesterday, my sermon during this Mental Health Awareness Month dealt with depression. And it occurred to me, my friends, as I was preaching about depression, that so often in our modern world, in our modern society, we try to delete or we try to erase depression. But what we really try to erase and try to eradicate is the fact of death. All of us will face and experience death at some point. My friends, none of us like death. No one does. In fact, we don't even like to think about it. We try to move on from it. We try to avoid it as much as possible. It is only when something happens, like a pandemic, when the entire society, in fact, the entire world becomes shocked by death. But we have to first understand that death is the only true democracy. Everybody will die. It's a fact of life. Everybody dies. But when everyone dies, the body goes. We are not the body. Let me repeat. We are not the body. I think when we begin to understand that we are not the body, perhaps then we can deal with death a little better. But it's also important for us to understand that we are also not the mind. You see, we are subject to the ups and downs of life. Depression, elevation, joys, sorrows. They will come. And they often will cloud our mind, and then they will leave. And we are aware of our conscious minds. We are aware of our depressed mind. We are aware of our peaceful mind. We are even aware of our conscious or curious mind. We are aware of our bored mind. But also understand that we are not the mind, just as we are not the body. It is the panorama of life passing before the radiance, the consciousness to which we are. Pneuma, the spirit. That's what we are. For the same breath that God breathed into us, that same spirit that got Jesus down from the cross, is it in us. The consciousness is in itself not subject to birth and death. Neither is it subject to illness or health. That's the body. Nor is it subject to elation or depression. That's the mind. And when we think about it in this way, we begin to put a little distance between ourselves, the capital S, and the mind. So when anxiety and fear comes upon us, we have to see it as an object. It's no different than this computer screen in front of me. It is not me. It is something I see. The same with the body. If I have a high temperature or a cough, it's something that I am experiencing, but it is not me. That is the object. If I'm not feeling well, it is the body, it's not me. The old preachers put it like this: I may have cancer, but cancer does not have me. I might have HIV, but HIV does not have me. That's the body. It does not define the totality of who or what I am. The moment we put a little psychological distance between ourselves and the mind, we immediately find peace, a quietness. And in that space, what happens is the mind begins to calm down. The mind's natural state is not a state of depression or anxiety or fear. Those are more external circumstances. But when we begin to be mindful and to focus not on the body or on the mind, which generates fear and anxiety, and focus on that very same breath that God breathed into us, that we are comprised of the soul, the spirit. For we know, as the text teaches us, that to be absent from the body and the mind is to be present with the Lord.